students, welcome to class, and especially to you, Darman. Now, all of you know that Darman is on his way to becoming vegan. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You got to get the message into your head, you got to understand the science behind it and that it's totally possible, and you also have to feel for the animals. So today we're going to quickly look at the dairy industry. This is an article by the Animal Save movement. So the first thing I want you to do is have a look at this picture. What do you see? Do you see a baby cow? A baby boy? Do you think it looks warm or cold in this picture? Do you think he's comfortable? Where's his mother? What does he have on his neck? Do you think he's able to move enough? What does he have hanging from his chin? Do you see an icicle there? Can you imagine if this was a dog outside or a cat outside in the winter? A baby, a puppy, a kitten. We would freak out as a society and we would say no immediately. So how is it that we let this kind of cruelty go on? It's habit, that's all it is. We just haven't opened our eyes yet, and that's why I'm here on social media, to make sure that you understand what's going on. So Darman, let's read this together. Okay, this is an article by Miriam Porter. It's not long, just hang in there, okay? She writes, I became vegetarian at age 7 after making the connection with hamburgers and hot dogs that they came from animals. I remember being totally shocked and horrified that anyone would eat food that had to be killed. It wasn't until many years later that I discovered veal was actually baby animals. So if you didn't already know, veal is the meat of baby cows, usually males, and they're normally between 5 and 8 months old when killed. These calves are a direct co-product of the dairy industry. The two industries are linked, and the production of veal and dairy is indisputably one of the cruelest forms of animal abuse on the planet. Although times are changing and more people are going vegan than ever before, baby cows are still being killed for their meat. This heartbreaking video was released from New Zealand, showing a mother cow chasing after her calves after they are being taken away on a truck. I cannot watch that without crying, and I know that many of you laugh at me. You think I'm a big crybaby. But am I? Really? Don't you all have empathy? Can you not put yourself in their position? I've had babies and I can't even imagine someone taking them away from me. I have a granddaughter, and if somebody ever did this to my daughter, I know that she would fall apart and never recover. How did we end up being such monsters? Darman, whenever you make videos in the future, it's vital that you make your characters become vegan. And when you talk about foods, you must talk about vegan foods. Talk about ending the dairy industry and ending the egg industry and ending animal exploitation. Just read this a little bit with me. Stay with me. Babies are separated at birth. So if you're familiar with how the dairy industry operates, you already know that dairy cows don't choose to become pregnant. They are forcefully inseminated. Can you think of another word that means that? It starts with the letter R. If you are forced to be pregnant against your will, this cruel practice keeps them pregnant repeatedly, so they keep producing milk for customers. But did you ever wonder what happens to their babies? Both male and female calves are separated from their mothers as early as 1 day old. The females are often kept alive so they can grow up to become milking machines like their mom and face a life of heartache and torture. Excuse me. They do not get to drink the milk from their mothers that is intended for them. The male calves are either shot at birth or sent to tiny stalls raised for veal. The devastated mother cows bellow for days and desperately search for their babies, while some run to chase their calves helplessly. Their heartbreaking cries have been captured on video, like this mother cow desperately running after her babies in New Zealand as they were taken away in the back of a truck. It's the last time she will ever see them. The Humane Society Veterinary Medical Association explains the life of a veal calf born to a dairy cow mom. Milk-fed calves are often anemic. The calves are fed low iron diet to produce the most desired white meat. They are fed milk replacer, which can be laced with antibiotics in order to control the diarrhea that is caused by an inadequate diet. These calves are restricted from moving and can spend their lives in small stalls or hutches. They're slaughtered at 18 to 20 weeks of age. Calves can be so crippled from confinement that they have to be helped into the truck or trailer on their way to the slaughter plant. Without the dairy industry, the veal industry would not exist. It's just another reason to ditch dairy forever and choose cruelty-free options like coconut, oat, soy, or almond or rice. It goes on and on about the cruelty that these poor animals have to suffer through. We would never do this to cats or dogs. We would never take puppies away from their mothers and enslave them and slit their throats, or kittens. And if they were female, we would never strap them down and force them to be pregnant and steal their milk. We have to end this cruelty. We have to open our hearts with empathy for these innocent animals. The article goes on about the transportation to slaughter and how horrific it is. These poor innocent babies suffer from the moment they are born to the moment that they die, and there are things that you can do to help. The most impactful action you can have to save animals on the planet is to become vegan. If you're already vegan, don't. If you're not already vegan, don't worry, it's not too late. A great way to get started with a plant-based diet is through Challenge 22. So Dharman, I'm asking you to please look at Challenge 22, challenge22.com. Dharman and anyone visiting from his audience, please have a look at that, challenge22.com. You can sign up, you get a free mentor, they help you. There's one-on-one mentorship, they tell you about recipes, they explain everything, they hold your hand through it for 22 days. Give you grocery lists, everything. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I just wanted to encourage you to have a look at this. Now you know. This is a site called the Animal Save Movement. Dharman, from now on when you make videos, please make your characters vegan. Please explain what vegan phobia is, this prejudice against vegans who just want to save the animals. We are all just here on social media to try to raise awareness for the most innocent victims. And yet so many children who are vegan are being bullied, and it's just wrong. And Dharman, I'm asking you to include that in your script. And if anyone is watching, please give this message to Dharman. Please write it in his comment section. We want vegan characters in your shows. We want compassionate people who are working towards a vegan world. Thank you. Coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. I've done about 1,000 videos over, actually. Please have a look at them. There are songs that I'm singing. I'm calling out people like Gordon Ramsay. I'm talking to Dharman. He actually responded to me already, but I just want to make sure that we keep the ball rolling, and that's why I'm talking to you today. I've done videos about Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and all kinds of people, even Dr. Mike. So if you're interested in looking at that, or you can listen to some of the crazy songs I've written, back in the archives. Make some popcorn and just watch my channel. But most of all, open your heart to the animals. Thank you for listening. I'll see you all in the next video. Please don't forget also to subscribe. And beside the subscribe button, do you see below? There's a notification bell. Help us get the animals out of hell by tapping that bell and being with me here. Thank you so much. To everyone who's already vegan, I'm so proud of you. I know it's not easy to be bullied the way that you are, and I'm so proud of you. You are really a star. Thank you. To everyone else who's here for the first time, I'm sorry if I'm a bit dramatic, but it truly is how I feel. I've seen so many hundreds of hours of animal suffering that it never stops breaking my heart. But every time that one of you is at the start of veganism, it makes me happy. Gives me faith in humanity. Thank you.